we're doing the downpipe. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to install a downpipe on a G20 330i BMW. Good job. Basically, last time I wasn't able to install the downpipe, primarily for one reason. Okay, if we get down on the ground here. All right, so this is the jack point here. Basically, this doesn't allow for jack stands. So you're supposed to get a little fitting, put it in there, jack it up with that, but then also that's supposed to be where the jack stands are placed. So I can't just like, you know, remove it and then put it in. And then I checked the forums, everyone was like, it's mad sus if you try to lift it up from one side and then put a jack on the other side. So if I put like here and then went back there to put the jack, it'd be kind of sus, right? Because it wouldn't be fully tall and it'd be kind of angled. So not a good idea. And it looks like, or I was also told that over here, where you would normally do it, you know, like the transmission tunnel and all that, also not available there because, well, I don't know, it's like aluminum plating or something like that. Basically, that's not an option to jack up from the middle. This is the only option here. Unfortunately, can't be working with that now. So what I did was I got myself some Racewerks. So initially I was worried about these. I think the car's like 2,000 some odd pounds. This thing can handle 1,500, but then I was like, okay, we'll just divide it by 2 because it's only really holding up half the car. So we got the race ramps, and then just for extra measures, we got these chalk blocks here. I'm getting way too far off topic. It doesn't even matter at this point. You guys just wanted to see me install the downpipe. I'm gonna go check that it's cool because I did drive it for about 30 minutes to an hour before I got here, which is not good to, you know, install things when they're hot. I mean, I know my burn is still recovering. Install should go smooth after it cools down a little bit. Whatever, let's get into it. First things first, I'm the realist. Second thing second, we have to unplug the O2 sensor. It says, I'm reading the beautiful instructions by Evolution Racewerks. 2 O2 sensors, right? So front O2 sensor is the black wire, this one, and then the back O2 sensor is this gray one. I have no idea how to take the black sensor out because it's underneath this thing, so. Okay, so I figured it out. All right, so as we know, gray sensor, rear O2, black sensor, front O2. Rear sensor is easy, it's already loose, you just dilly-dally like that. Actually, I think it clips in here, it just popped out. Black sensor, you can't really get out because it's in this sort of clip. I thought of removing this clip here, but honestly, it's really hard to take out. So I was fiddling around with this and it looks like this is just a connector. So you just pull this right out. It looks easy because I already took it out, just FYI. You need to be able to just like, you have to really sort of twist it and really get it out of there. So just remember that, and I'll have to remember to put that back when it's done. Now there's also right here underneath this one, there's a little clip that we want to take off too. I think it's like you take a flathead and you just pop it up, but these things are notoriously difficult for me. I don't know why, but basically that's the only thing that's holding in this wire now. And then we would just take this off normally, I guess. There's always a pull tab thing that you take. Ow. Hell, push it? I don't know, I'll figure it out. There's a plastic clip and I don't know how to get it off. Right there. That's the plastic clip. How the fuck? Oh, okay. Okay, so this clutch. What is this? Flathead clutch. At the bottom of it, you put this flathead in, pop it up. Basically just gotta wiggle it and get it up. That's what she said. Oh shit. I'm gonna break something, honestly. Okay, let's try like this then. Oh! Okay. Let me talk. Mother trucker. I dropped it. Okay, so a couple things here. 2 oxygen sensors, as I was saying. Front, back. Black, gray. Next thing. There's literally 2 things holding out in this downpipe. Or 3 things, I should say. 4 things maybe. You need a gasket here, and then there'll be something up here, and then something down here, and a V-clamp, I'm pretty sure, holds onto the bottom of this. All you really need to do is just remove those things, and you'll be good to go. That's the reason why we removed the O2 sensors. This is a really easy install. It's just not easy to get to these things because the race ramps that I have lift up the front of the car, but the sides are hard to get to, especially since it's so cramped. Okay, but let's try it. downpipe. You see the flex joint right here? Cool. Now, let's see if we can point out. Oh, it's all the way back there. That's one of the bolts. And then the other one should be somewhere. Oops. I think this is where I connect. Oh, there it is. There's one. This is the V-band. That one should be pretty simple to take care of. That's a long ass bolt, actually. This is super close to my face. I'm gonna have trouble reaching in. I can't be on the dolly thing because it raises me too high, even though it's a super low dolly. We'll see what happens though, but it's gonna be a lot of you not being able to see what I'm doing, but me doing a lot of things. Okay, progress update. So there are 4 bolts in total from the bottom side that I was trying to get to, right? So there's one on the exhaust itself. That was a V-band clamp that sort of just sat inside it. That one's off. That one went well, easy peasy. There was one on the hanger itself. It was just on a metal hanger. The bolt was right there, took that off. Cool. Then we came to the 2 bolts that were actually on the downpipe. Ran into some issues there, really hard to get to. I ended up taking off the entire panel, all 23 screws or whatever. That bottom panel underneath the car. Cool, good to go, easy enough. Trying to get to the downpipe nuts is really difficult. One of them I just outright snapped off. It was really bad. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get that bolt off or if I have to go to the store real quick and buy another one. It is about 7:30 right now on a Saturday. So we'll see if I can even get that done. Fingers crossed. I can't drive this because it's just gonna throw codes left and right. And it just probably won't be safe. Now there's another one. There's another bolt from the top side here, which is really annoying because the way they installed it is in a place that I don't think I can reach from underneath the car. So I have to go from up here, and the way it's clamped onto the turbo is through a V-band, I guess, but I can't see the bolt, so I have to sort of feel around for it and hope that I can reach it with my ratchet. So I know it's a change of scenery, really quick cut. I'll let you know what happened here a little bit, right? We'll keep it short and brief. I wasn't able to install the downpipe. I had to drive home with only the exhaust bolted back up. There was a leak from the downpipe to the exhaust pipe that just sort of existed for a bit. And so I got really frustrated because I wasn't able to reach the bolts. I stripped a lot of bolts. I broke a lot of bolts. And I was just like, you know, this is impossible. The race ramps are really made for maintenance. They're not made for, you know, changing a downpipe. And they don't make it easy on you. BMW definitely doesn't make it easy on you. So I decided to go to a shop. I hit up a friend of mine, Mo, on Instagram. You can give him a follow. And I said, hey, do you know anyone in the Seattle area who can do exhaust? He said, yeah, my dude's the best in the world. Link up with my guy, Daniel. And I said, okay, cool. Linked up with Daniel. Man's was a lifesaver. He had a proper lift, mechanic through and through. Makes race cars. Awesome, awesome guy. I cannot recommend him enough. He ended up fitting the pipe into the car, and what he found was the pipe didn't actually fit. So this was the interesting thing, right? My car is a B46 engine, Sulev, because it's in the US, right? I got the B46 downpipe, or at least I thought I did, from Evolution Racewerks, and I ordered it off of, what was the site? I ordered it off of Extreme Powerhouse. And so when we went for the install, one of the bolts that was on the downpipe itself was just off by pretty much the entire hanger, right? So now it's just sitting, this is the bolt, this is the hanger on the car, and they're just sort of like here. Now, good thing is, you know, there's 2 V-band clamps, those seem to fit. We had to push the stock exhaust back to make it match. I don't know if this is because I potentially got a B48 or maybe the measurements are just off. There's always gonna have to be some custom work around this stuff. And I accept that. So we got that installed, exhaust a little bit further back. It does sound like there's still an exhaust leak. I'm hoping that it's not permanent. We still need to go through a more proper solution. So basically cut that bolt in the downpipe, relocate it so that it actually fits in the hanger, bolt that up so it's secure, not gonna go anywhere. And then also I think I need to get an exhaust. I was gonna get a muffler, axle back exhaust, but it turns out they're out of stock. These things go like hotcakes. I mentioned it to him. I was like, hey, you know, are we gonna be able to do custom piping potentially? And he said, yeah, but it's gonna be a lot of money. So it's better probably to get a catback exhaust and just run that.
And so now I'm kind of stuck here, right? Catback exhaust costs about $3,000, and I don't know if I can spend that money right now, or even if I want to spend that money right now. In the meantime, I'm happy with the setup that I got. It did change the sound of the car. I don't have pops yet. In the meantime though, I'll still show you guys sound clips. But you know, we live and we learn. I'm excited for what's gonna happen next with my BMW, but I just don't know what that's gonna be right now. I'm happy with the downpipe and the system that I got set up. We'll figure out what's gonna happen at a later date, I guess. If I had to rate the ER downpipe, it would be pretty low. I like to do out of 17, so I would say it's about like a 9 out of 17. Install's pretty difficult. I said 2 out of 5 on the sheet, but for me it was 5 out of 5. I just don't have the equipment or the tools for that. Make sure you follow Mo and Daniel on Instagram. They're both big help. Mo has a sick M3 build that he uses for time attack races and all that, and Daniel I think has one too. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me a bunch. Hopefully in the future I can have a bigger space and do even better projects. Thanks for watching.